Hello everyone. So last time we started orifices. Okay. So we discussed about various hydraulic coefficients and their classification of orifices. Okay. And we also derived the flow through small orifice. Where what I told you that the difference between these small orifices and large orifices is that when the head of the liquid is more than the 5 times the depth of the orifice, then it is called small orifice. And if it is less than the 5 times the depth of the orifice, then it is called as large orifice. Okay, today we are going to start this flow through large orifices. Okay, so difference you already know what is happening in large orifices. Once again I will tell you, it is if the head of the liquid is less than the 5 times the depth of the orifice, then it is called as large orifice. Okay, so what happens in case of small orifices, the velocity of the entire cross section is considered because the area is very small here. Okay, so we consider that the velocity throughout the cross section is constant, and discharge we can easily obtain by this formula. Discharge is equal to CD. Discharge is equal to area into velocity. Okay, area into theoretical velocity. Here theoretical velocity is given and we have to multiply it coefficient of discharge. Because why we have to multiply it? Because we are calculating actual discharge here, so we have to multiply it with coefficient of discharge here. Okay, but what happens in case of large orifices? Because of entire the cross section which is very large. Okay, we are dealing with here large orifices. So what happens due to this large orifices, the velocity doesn't remain constant. Okay, and then in that case large orifices we cannot calculate by this formula. Okay, so we have to derive different discharge formula for this. Okay, so we are going to start this now. Discharge through large rectangular orifices. So see here the diagram is shown here. In the previous cases you have seen that the here the dia is very small dia is shown, but here I am showing the large dia. It means it is of large orificity of large orifice. Okay, so what let us assume this assembly. From here the water is coming in this tank, and it is the orifice from where water is flowing through this tank. Let this height, head I already told you, from the center of the orifice to the top of this water surface is known as head. Okay, and from this, what is h1? H1 is the height of the liquid above the top edge of the orifice. This top edge of the orifice, the surface is known as h1, and similarly h2 is the height of the liquid above bottom edge of the orifice. Okay, b we consider as the breadth of orifice, and d is the depth of the orifice. How we can calculate this depth of the orifice? D is equal to this depth. We can calculate is h2 minus h1. Okay, this h2 minus h1 we can easily obtain this depth. Okay, now what happened? Now we consider an horizontal strip. I mean a small element we are considering here. Okay, here we are considering a small element whose width is b and depth is d, and we consider a strip here, small strip here. Okay, and the depth of this strip is dh. Okay, now how we can calculate the area of this strip? Area becomes width into dh. Okay, and theoretical velocity is equal to theoretical velocity of water through this strip is equal to what? It is equal to theoretical velocity we already determined many times here. It is under root 2gh. Okay. Now see, you know the area of the strip now, that is equal to b into dh. Okay. And you also know the theoretical velocity, that is under root 2gh. So can you obtain the discharge for this small strip, that is this strip? This is showing here. That is dq, because strip is very small, so we considering small discharge, that is dq. It is equal to what? CD, that is equal to CD into area of the strip. And discharge I already told you it is equal to what? Area into velocity. Area of the strip into velocity. I told you many times why we multiply this CD, because we are considering here actual discharge, not theoretical discharge. Okay. A already we found out, that is equal to B into DH. Okay. B into dH, I already told you. Theoretical velocity is also known as, it is under root 2gh. From here we obtain the equation as, wait, I will show you. From here the equation becomes this: CD B into dH into under root TGH. This is for small strip. Now if we integrate this small strip, we obtain the whole orifice, or total discharge through whole orifice. This is we are considering here for small strip. If we integrate, we obtain the discharge through the whole orifice. So integrate this term in between, with किस में करेंगे इसको, H1 and H2, in between H1 and H2. H2 is what? It is height of the liquid above top edge of the orifice and the height of the liquid above bottom edge of the orifice. So integrate these terms, what we will get? After integrating, we will obtain this equation. Q is equal to 2 upon 3 CD into B into under root 2G, H2 is power 3 by 2 minus H1 is power 3 by 2. This is how we obtain the discharge through large rectangular orifice. Remember this is for large rectangular orifice. Okay. Now let us start our next type of orifice with how to calculate discharge through fully submerged orifice. Okay. Now the case is fully submerged orifice. Fully submerged means what? It means when the outlet, suppose this is tank, okay, and here is orifice, okay, when it is here outside the orifice, so when suppose it is tank and orifice is fitted here, so what happen, if the outside this orifice water is also filled here, okay, it is in submerged condition, then it is called as fully submerged orifice. Okay, it is, we can also call it as drowned orifice. Okay, so see here it is shown submerged type orifice. See here, the orifice is here and the outside it some water is also present here. Okay, it is in submerged condition. Same at the from the center of this orifice, we consider two sections. At section 1, which is inside this tank, and section this 2, it has section 2, which is at vena contracta. Okay, now see what is happening here. uh, Outside the orifice water is also present here. Similar, we consider H1, which is height of the water above the top edge of the orifice on upstream side, and H2 is the height of the water above the bottom edge of the orifice, and at H is what? H is the difference in water table at the outside and at the inside of the water. What is the difference? It is known as H. B is the width of the orifice and CD is the coefficient of discharge. It is the assembly of our fully submerged orifice. So see here, the height of the water above the center of the orifice on the upstream side. Firstly, there are two sides here. You can easily see. One, this side is called, where the water level is high, it is known as upstream side, and where the water table is low, it is known as downstream side. So height of the water above the center of the orifice. Okay, from the center of the orifice, height of the water is how much? On the upstream side, we are talking here about the upstream side. It is equal to H1 plus this H1 plus H2 minus H1, which is this dia of this orifice, and when we divide it by 2, we obtain half. So we can obtain from here height of the water above the center of orifice on the upstream side. Similarly, find the height of the water above the center of orifice on downstream side. Okay, means we have to calculate this height. Okay, how we can calculate this? It is equal to this H1 plus H2 divide by 2, this half आ जाएगा इसका माइनस H. ओके, तो यहाँ से हमारे पास ये हाइट आ गई पहले, उसके बाद ये H माइनस कर देंगे जब ये वाला H, तो हमारे पास ये डिस्टेंस आ जाएगा यहाँ पे. ओके, अब सिमिलरली यहाँ पे सेक्शंस पे लगा लेंगे. 1 और 2 सेक्शन पे हम लगा लेंगे क्या? बर्नौलीज इक्वेशन. तो बर्नौलीज इक्वेशन में P1 अपॉन ρg मैंने आपको हेड बताया था. Okay, we talked about this. P1 upon ρg is head about section 1, had we already calculated here. which is, wait, I will show you. See here, head is already calculated. P1 upon rho g is equal to what? This h1 plus h2 divided by 2, and p2 upon rho g is equal to this h1 plus h2 divided by 2 minus g. ठीक है, okay. After this, as I already told you in previous case, in the tank the velocity of water is almost negligible because it is in still condition. Okay, so put all these values and we obtain finally we obtain the value as this v2 value, which is under root 2gh. Okay, now what is area of this? Area of the orifice, width into height we can obtain it as टॉप बॉटम से कितनी थी हमारी h1, ठीक है, और बॉटम से कितनी थी h2, दोनों को जब सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो हमें जो ऑरिफिस होगा उसकी डेप्थ मिल जाएगी, तो मतलब h2 माइनस h1 हमें डायग्राम में वहाँ से और एरिया ऑफ ऑरिफिस मिल जाएगा। अब डिस्चार्ज का फार्मूला क्या होता है हमारे पास? डिस्चार्ज किसके इक्वल होता है? सी डी इंटू एरिया इंटू वेलोसिटी। तो एरिया हमने निकाल दिया यहाँ से ऑरिफिस का, ठीक है, सबमर्ज्ड कंडीशन में, और सिमिलरली वेलोसिटी हमें पता ही है क्या है, अंडर रूट 2gh। तो यहाँ से हमारी वैल्यूज पुट करेंगे, जब हम वैल्यूज पुट करेंगे तो हमें क्या मिल जाएगा? दिस सी डी इज इक्वल टू बी इंटू एच टू अपॉन एच माइनस वन इंटू अंडर रूट 2gh। ओके, now our next topic is discharge through partially submerged orifice. Last time we discussed in previous we discussed about submerged, totally submerged orifice. Now we are talking about partially submerged orifice. Okay, now this is the diagrammatically shown, this is diagrammatically shown by partially submerged orifice. In this case, see here, it is situated, the downstream side you can say it is situated, the water level in this case is at the half of this or dia of the orifice. So calculate the same values, okay, calculate the discharge in the same manner as in case of previous case, that is submerged case, and obtain the formula. If in case any doubt, try to solve it by yourself, it will help you a lot. Okay, in case you any doubt you can ask me. Okay, now let us discuss one numerical on this orifice meter. Okay, so let us discuss a numerical on this orifices. This numerical came in your final exam. Okay, so see here what is given: water discharge at the rate of 92.2 liters per second through a 120 mm diameter wide vertical shop edge orifice placed under a constant head of 10 meter. A point on the jet. Then A point on the jet measured from the banner contractor of the jet has coordinates 4.5 meter horizontal. It means horizontal distance is given to you, that is x, that is equal to 4.5 meter, and this vertical distance is also given, which is y distance, which is 0.54 meter. Okay, and you have to ask the question about finding CV, CC and CD. Okay, so I told you in jet method that how to determine CV. Okay, from where you can calculate the whole values. Firstly, discharge is given to you, that is 98.2 liters per second, converted into meter cube per second, as 1 liter equal to how much? 10 raised power minus 3 meter cube. Okay, from here you can calculate the value of discharge. The dia is given of the orifice, which is 120 mm. Okay, convert it firstly into meter, as our unit is in discharge is also in meters, so convert it into meters. Okay, from here we can easily obtain the area. Okay, head is also given to you, which is 10 centimeter, horizontal distance is given and vertical distance is given. Okay, theoretical velocity, you know what is it? Is theoretical velocity, it is under root 2g or h. Okay, theoretical velocity is equal to given under root 2gh. Theoretical discharge is equal to what? QTH is equal to, I told you many times now, it is equal to area into theoretical velocity. Theoretical velocity is known to us, or if its area is already calculated by us, and we can easily obtain the theoretical discharge. Okay, now this theoretical discharge is equal to what? It becomes equal to 0.158 meter cube per second. So We can easily calculate now coefficient of discharge, which is actual discharge upon theoretical discharge. Actual discharge, which is given in the question, which is 0.092, and the theoretical discharge is 0.1583, and we can calculate CD equal to 0.62. Okay, now we have to calculate CB. CB we obtain from the jet method, which is x upon under root 4 by h. Simply put the formula and we obtain the value of CB. And CC is equal to what? CC is equal to CD upon CB. Okay, put these values and you obtain the value of CC. This numerical came in your exam of it is of 10 marks. Okay, so very simple numericals came in your final exams. Try to derive these, read these derivations, and it is very easy derivations. You can easily remember these. Okay, so okay, then next time we will discuss about mouthpieces. Okay, thank you.